This is our 11th program. In this program, we have to design and implement in Java to find a subset of the given set. So a set is given to us. We have to find a subset whose sum is equal to the given positive integer d. For example, if this is the set and d is given as 9, so you have to find out the combination of numbers which will give the sum as 9. Okay. So the two solutions are 1, 2 and 6, because if you add them, it will give you 9. Also 1 and 8. Okay. These numbers should be from this set. Okay. We are finding the subsets from here. Okay. And display a suitable message if the given problem does not have a solution. Okay, means the combination of any integers doesn't give the required integer. At that time we will print as that it doesn't have any solution. So let's see the code here. Before that, watch the video which I have put in the description box to understand how this algorithm works. Okay, and I will not be explaining this algorithm in a great depth because it is a very lengthy algorithm, so I'll be just giving you brief information from top. Okay, so we have two functions here. First is the main function here, and after the main function we have sum of subsets. Okay, this function here. So what we'll be initially doing is, suppose that this is the set here, 1 2 3 1 2 5 6 and 8. This is the set here, and d is equal to 9. So we'll be taking two arrays s and solution. Okay, so what we'll be doing in the code, see here, s and solution is taken and sum will be initialized as 0. Okay, then we'll be taking the number of elements, which is in this case 5 elements. These are the 5 elements. Then after that we will be inputting the elements here, s of I, in the increasing order. Okay, so we have to take the elements in the increasing order. That will be saved in s of I. Okay, then what we'll be doing, the solution vector is given by 1 or 0. Okay, in this array we'll have just 1 or 0. Okay, means whatever element we select, like suppose that we selected 1 2 and 6. At that time here we'll have 1, here we'll have 1, here we'll have 0 1 and 0. So 1 will be for 6, 2 and 1. Okay, so these elements which we are selecting, if it gives the solution. Okay, the elements which you don't want will mark there as 0. Okay, so let's proceed with the program. Here, after the getting the array, what we'll be doing is we'll be taking the input of the maximum subset value, which means d, and then we'll be finding the sum of all the elements. That will be stored in sum. Okay, so in our case the sum will be equal to the sum of all these elements, which is 22. Okay, so sum is 22, and then if sum is less than d, if sum is less than d, it's not possible to find any subset, because total, if you add all the elements, that only becomes less than d. Then there is no way to find out any subset from it. Okay, in that case, and in the other case where s of 1 is greater than d. Okay, means if one of the element is greater than what sum we need, means if one of the element is greater than 9 here, then finding any subset will not be possible, right? So that will also be not considered. Okay, that will also be not considered. Okay, so in these two cases the subset value is not possible. Else, in the case of whether in case these two condition doesn't exist, at that time we will call this function sum of subsets, and we'll pass 0 0 and sum is 22. Okay, when this gets passed here, it will come to this function. I will be equal to 0, weight will be equal to 0, and total will be equal to sum, which is 22. So here we have 22, here we have 0, and here also we have 0. Then we are calling a boolean function, which is we are passing I, weight and total. Okay, if it gives true, then only we will proceed with the further code, or else we'll skip this part. Okay, this whole code is dependent on the true and false value of this function. In this function, what we'll check is weight plus total. Okay, weight plus total means what is the weight initially we have considered, 0. Total means total, what is the weight here, 22. If it is greater than what we need, okay, means if the total only is not greater, then there is not no possibility of finding the subset. Okay, so that's why this is important. And then if weight is equal to d, or weight plus s of 1, weight plus s of I plus 1. What is s of I plus 1? I is initially 0, so s of I plus 1 will be this one. So what we are trying to find is weight is initially 0, 0 is equal to d, or 0 plus the next element is equal to d. Means, is there any possibility that the weight which I have, that is equal to the sum which we need, or if I add it with the next element, will I get the sum? Okay, if there is any possibility of both of these, it will return as true, else it will return as false. Okay, then if it returns as false, then we'll be comparing from the next element. We'll be marking here as 0, then we'll be comparing from the next element. Okay, so here in this case, in our case, it will return as true. So here I will be marking as 1. Okay, so we have selected 1 now. Then what happens, it will check if weight is equal to d. Weight is 1, its weight is 0, it's not equal to d. Therefore we will come here and make solution of I plus 1 as 1, that we have already made here, solution of I plus 1 as 1, and then we'll be calling this function again. Now see, there are two possibilities here. If I go into this depth of the function, it is a very long function because it will recall many times. Okay, so I'll just give you what happens here. In first case, we are passing weight plus s of I plus 1, weight plus s of I plus 1. What is s of I plus 1? S of I plus 1, s of I plus 1 means this one. If we are adding, see, weight is initially 0, if we are adding with 1, at that time, if we are adding 0 with 1 means we are considering this element and then seeing if it's possible to make the subset or not. If it's possible, then we'll not return from this statement. We'll keep on doing until we print the values here. Okay, this for printing the values. Okay, if weight is equal to d. Else, in some case, if we include this value, means if we included 1 here, but after further traversing we found out that it's not possible, at that time we'll return to this point and make it as 0. Solution of I plus 1 is equal to 0. That means solution of I plus 1 is nothing but this one. Okay, I is 0, I is 0, 0 plus 1 is 1. Solution of 1 will become 0. Then what we'll do, we'll pass without including this weight. Okay, the weight which we included, we didn't get the answer, that one we will exclude and pass here. Okay, rest of the things will be same here. I plus 1 and total minus s of I plus 1 and total minus s of I plus 1. Total minus s of I plus 1 in this case, because we selected this weight, that's why we are subtracting, and in this case we rejected the weight. Means if we don't consider this element, then it can't, if we don't consider this element, we have to choose from these elements, right? If you don't consider this one, we have to choose among this one. So from total, this should be rejected. So that's why we have not included that one also in the second case. Okay, so basically what we are doing is we are writing these two lines of code with s of I plus 1 in the first case. If it's not possible, we'll make it as 0 and pass it without s of I plus 1. Okay, and when we do this one, all the combinations will be checked, and which combination matches the d value means we'll be checking right like this. We'll be making this as 1, then this as 0, this as 1, like that. All possible combinations will be checking, and what we'll be doing is we'll be adding it to the weight. Okay, we'll be adding each time to the weight, so weight will be increasing, and then when it becomes equal to d, if it's possible, that one value will be printed. Okay, here value will be printed and we'll move on to the next one. Okay, like that we'll do till all the possibilities are checked and all the possible answers will be printed. Okay, so I'll be giving you one hint of what happens in the first iteration. In the first iteration, 1 and 2 will be selected. 1 will be selected, so weight is 1. Then 2 also will be selected. 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 plus 5 is 8. It's still less than 9. Then when we come to 6, 8 plus 6 is, see what is this sum till here? 8 plus 6 is more than 9. So we can't select that. So we will not select this one. Okay. When we don't select this one, I'll mark it as 0. Okay. See, till now, till this point only we didn't got this is greater than 6. If we include this also, still we don't get. Okay, so anyway we know that there is no point in checking this one. So we didn't get till now, we didn't get till 6. So what we'll do is we'll make the previous element as 0 and again we will check. If you make it as 0, the total sum will be 2 plus 1, then we'll check for 6. 2 plus 1 is 3, 3 plus 6 is 9, so it's equal to 9, right? So when we get here 9, we'll mark it as 1 and then we'll be printing the values 1, 2 and 6. Okay, so like that we'll be doing again. After 6 we'll be including 8 and seeing it's not possible, so then we'll make these both as 0, and again we'll be seeing from 2, again we'll make it as 0, it will not be possible. Then what we are doing is 1, then here are zeros, again we'll be checking directly with 8. That's the last iteration. 1 plus 8, it will become 9, therefore we'll print it as 1 and 8. These are the two possible solutions. Okay, this is the same thing which we will get in the output also.